Hi everybody, it's Hillary with week 3 of my Accutane blog. Have one new side effect really to report, other than like the fact that my hair and scalp are like dry. Like my scalp itches and my hair is just kind of like brittle. I usually wash my hair every other day because it gets so dry anyways. And this is after this would be the day that I would wash it, and it's still like really dry, like not greasy like it normally is. But I don't like that. So I've been using some hair repair products, stuff that I've actually used for a long time anyways, just to keep my hair healthy. But if you're interested, the product that I use on my hair itself it's made by Redken, and it's called Redken Extreme Rescue Force, and it's a wonderful product. I usually use it about once a month, if that. So I was trying to find, Neutrogena makes a triple moisture conditioner, and I haven't been able to find it yet. So I might continue to look around for that, something I can use more on a daily basis. So those are a couple products I use for my hair, and then I actually went and bought some like Head and Shoulders for my scalp because it's driving me crazy. My face is definitely getting more dry. I am breaking out just a little bit backwards on this thing, so just a little bit, nothing too crazy. This is not a breakout. This is actually something that I'm gonna come to next, but yeah. So my lips are crazy dry. I've been having to use eye drops because my eyes get really crazy. Haven't been wearing my contacts, which I don't normally anyways, but I haven't because I've read and heard that with Accutane it can actually be really hard on the eyes, and I'm not very comfortable with contacts anyways. So no contacts. I did decide this last week to not drink any more alcohol. At first I kind of thought it was like a dehydrating effect, was the reason they suggest that you don't drink a lot of alcohol. And I don't drink a lot to begin with, but as I was reading and doing more research, I realized, I mean I knew this, but I didn't put two and two together, that Accutane is like taking a really big toll on your liver, and so to aggravate that also with alcohol is not a good idea. So I've decided to just not drink at all while I'm on this, which is fine. It's not like I said, it's not like I had to quit cold turkey and I'm just going crazy. It is kind of funny when my husband has a beer and I'm just kind of like, beer kind of sounds good right now, but I really gotta not do that. So the side effect that I am coming to with this is it's not something I've read on other blogs, it's not something I've heard about, so I don't know if this is typical or if it just happened to happen to me or what, but okay, if you're not prepared to hear something totally disgusting, you may want to pause this or fast forward or something, but blackheads, like, it seemed to have happened overnight. My nose and my forehead are like jam-packed with blackheads. I've always had like a slight problem with blackheads on my nose, just like maybe like a speckle of blackheads, and I'd use pore strips once in a while, and I have this sort of regimen that I'll share with you later that's more of like a natural thing. Also that Dermalogica stuff that I suggested last week helps with blackheads, but all of a sudden I looked in the mirror one morning and it was like, it was overwhelming, and stuff like that just drives me crazy. I just want to squeeze them all out, and like, yeah, it drives me crazy. I hate blackheads. So went out and bought some pore strips, thinking probably not supposed to use these because I know your skin is like a little extra like sensitive, but I couldn't deal with these. So so I went out and bought some pore strips, and the first one I did, I just sat there and stared on it and was like, this came out of my face. It was really gross. I looked at it and I thought, okay, well, when I go look in the mirror, there's probably going to be a bunch of holes in my face, It was really bad. But I went back and looked in the mirror, and sure enough, I mean, it had pulled a lot out, but there was still a lot left. So those pore strips you're only supposed to use like once a week. And I used like 3 of them on my nose, which is why I'm like raw right there. But, and there's still a lot of blackheads on my nose, and thankfully you can't see it from here, but it was just disgusting. And I don't know if this is common. Like, maybe the Accutane is just making everything rise to the surface of my skin, and maybe that's why, like, you break out, you know, around, like, the 2nd month or so really bad. I don't know. But I do plan to ask my doctor about it. I go see her this Thursday. I plan to ask her if that's normal, and what I can do to help get rid of these, because they're driving me crazy. Other than that, I haven't had any, like, stomach pains. I told you I was gonna start running this week. I half lied. Didn't know I was lying at the time. I only ran once, and let me tell you, I've been, like, extra super sore this week. I'm wondering if maybe I'm just not drinking enough water to keep up. I mean, I drink plenty of water, but it's one of those things where as you keep taking the Accutane, your body just gets more and more dehydrated. So I think I need to, like, to progressively take more, drink more water. So yeah, I've just been, like, this morning I woke up and I feel like a freaking old lady. I'm so sore. I'm tired. Pardon my voice today too. I think allergies are bugging me. So that's week 3. Nothing really crazy, no emotional stuff, no stomach issues, no vomiting, no diarrhea, none of that kind of stuff. Everything I have has to do with my skin. So my skin or eyes. My fingernails are yellowing a little bit. Yeah, which isn't a huge deal. They still seem pretty strong. They haven't been breaking or anything. I hear they get really brittle. But, so yeah, that's week 3. I guess I'll keep you posted. Maybe I'll try running some more. I have been, like, walking a lot more this week. It's been crazy hot. It's been like 90 in the upper 90s most days this last week, but hopefully next week will be nicer. Today is actually, like, beautiful, so I'm gonna get outside today too. But yeah, I'll keep you posted. Stay tuned. Hey, it's me again. So in the previous video I mentioned a regimen that I was going to share with you, and I forgot to share it with you, so I'm going to share it with you now. It's something I've been doing for a while. It's something I found on the internet, and it's a home remedy for sure. It's not crazy effective as far as, like, acne goes, obviously, because I probably wouldn't be taking Accutane if it was. But it does help with your pores, and it helps a little with blackheads. It kind of helps, like, when you do it, like, on a weekly basis. It seems to help give your face, like, kind of just like a nice glow, and it just looks healthy. So there's lots of ways you can do it. The way that I do it is I take half of a lemon and I juice it. Whether you squeeze the juice out or have one of those little I have, like, a little glass dish that has the little cone thing that you can rub on it, and it makes it really easy to juice. Just get some juice out. You don't have to drain it or anything. Just juice it, and then some honey. But don't get processed honey, like, from the store. Get something that hasn't been processed. Honey has a natural antiseptic in it. From what I understand, so anything that's been processed is probably not going to have the same qualities. So I prefer to use, like, honey, like, from the farmer's market, something that just hasn't been processed. I'm sure you can get, like, organic, unprocessed honey from the store too. And you just need a little bit of each of these. Now what I do is, so after I've, like, washed my face and exfoliated and whatnot, I just take a cotton ball. I like to, if I have time to, I'll set the dish of lemon juice, and I'll set the jar of honey in, like, some warm water to try to get them to warm up, so they kind of, like, it keeps my pores open and it allows it to absorb it better. If you put cold stuff on your face, I think it tends to close up your pores and not be as effective. So I like to sort of, like, keep mine warm at first. I prefer to put them on separately, but a lot of things online I noticed they were saying to mix them. So the lemon juice, I just take a cotton ball and I rub it into my skin, and it's going to like sting and itch. It's okay. It just happens for like a few. You just keep it on for a few minutes. And what the lemon, as far as I can tell, I haven't had a clear explanation of it, but as far as what I can tell is that like citrus is a natural sort of like a cleaner and cuts oils and things like that. So I think what that lemon is supposed to do is do that. It cuts the oil from your skin, and so if you're rubbing it around with a cotton ball, it's getting into your pores and getting those blackheads. So in that aspect, I think that's how that works. So leave it on for a few minutes, as long as you can stand. I know it's like not comfortable, but it's probably more comfortable if you mix them. I just have this thing about if it's not tingling, it doesn't work kind of thing. So for me, I prefer to do them separately. And then I leave it on there until it kind of dries a little bit, and then leave it on there, don't wash it off. And then I take honey, and I like to do this also, by the way, with gloves on so that I'm not touching my face with my hands. I take some of the honey and I just smear it around my face. You may want to do this like just in a towel, or just be prepared to shower afterwards, because you'd be surprised where you still have honey afterwards, even though you didn't apply honey there. So I just like rub it on my face, and I let that sit for a few minutes, and then just wash it off. I do try to, with both of these, I try to kind of rub them into my pores. Like I press, I put some pressure on it to make sure it gets into my pores. So from what I understand, so like the lemon cuts the oil, and the honey is known to, it has the antiseptic in it, and it also it draws like the icky, gross stuff out of your skin. So yeah, that's my little tip of the day, is lemon and honey. Do what you want with it. Look for videos on YouTube, look for articles, whatever, but it seems to work pretty well. So thanks.